How's it going, troops? Jordan here, bringing you a Battlefield 5 Intel video, and in today's Battlefield 5 Intel video, we're going to be discussing the so-called leaked images in terms of the next Battlefield game. So yesterday over on Reddit, a couple of images popped up that caught the eye of many Battlefield fans. And these images were in regards to the next Battlefield game, which at the moment we're calling Battlefield 5, but according to these images, the next Battlefield title is Battlefield 2143, which is supposedly going to be a sequel to Battlefield 2142. Now, when these images popped up on Reddit, everyone believed it to be real, and there's a couple of reasons as to why they would. The first reason is that the final expansion pack for Battlefield 4 was called Final Stand, and on a couple of maps in the Final Stand expansion pack, there were new vehicles such as hover tanks and a capsule launcher, as well as a hidden railgun. Now, the reason why these futuristic gadgets, weaponry and vehicles were put into the Final Stand expansion pack was mainly to give a salute to Battlefield 2142. So that was the first reason. The second reason is that most first-person shooters that are currently available to play right now are currently set in a futuristic time period. So it would seem very logical for DICE to continue the trend of futuristic games. Not to mention that Star Wars Battlefront is coming out later on this year, so again that gives even more indication as to this possibly being real. However, before we jump the gun and say that this is confirmed as real, some folks over at EA were very quick to point out that these images are indeed fake. And almost immediately after some of the devs at DICE pointed out that this was fake, the Reddit user by the name of EJ8233 confirmed it himself that these images are indeed fake and that he made them in his own spare time. Now, some of you might take a look at these images and think to yourselves that they look very similar to something that they've seen before, and there's a reason for this. The person that made these fake images was also the same person that made fake images for Halo 4 a few years ago. So he's had experience in making fake images look as real as possible. Now, this Reddit user went on to say as to why these images are indeed fake. So as you can see with this image here on screen, for the snow scene he basically used the CryEngine 3, which if you don't know CryEngine, it's basically a game engine that Crytek use. Once he got the snow environment sorted, he then proceeded to add in some rocks in the background, then took an asset from Battlefield 2142, that being the European dropship transport, and then to make it a little bit more realistic, he then proceeded to add subtitles to it. As for the rest of the things in these images, he used a mix of posed 3D models from Battlefield 2142. So there you have it, troops, Battlefield 2143 is confirmed fake, with an explanation to go along with it. The next Battlefield title is expected to be released in October sometime next year, so we still have plenty of time ahead of us to make our speculations and guesses as to what it's going to be. So my question to you is, what Battlefield game would you like to see next year? Would you like a game similar to Battlefield 3 and 4? Would you like a Battlefield 2143? Would you like a Battlefield Bad Company 3? Or maybe we're going to go back to our roots and maybe you would like to see a World War II Battlefield game. Make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. If you did enjoy this Battlefield 5 Intel video, then give the video a thumbs up, I would appreciate it a lot. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure to do so for all your FPS content. And until the next video, I thank you all for watching, stay tuned, troops, and I'll see you in game.